It's so much more efficient job of watering. In 12 hours it can water 40 acres versus maybe not even a couple acres with the gravity system. And you can adjust the amount that you put on, whether you want an inch applied at that time or if you want more or less, and you can water any time, whether it's pre-planting or if it's in mid-season of the crop. So it just allows for way more efficiency as well as timing. Being able to spread that water out over that larger area and be able to control the speed and the amount that it's being applied versus with the gravity, you had so many gates opened and they ran off at the end. I mean, and that water went into the ditch. You can time it with the amounts that you need and the amount that the crop needs at that time. Versus with the flood irrigation, you were putting on, you knew way more at the top to get that water pushed out at the end, so that you were the whole field was watered, and so it was a little inefficient.
With 100 pivots, how often do you have breakdowns?
Every day. There's something every day.
Really?
Yep. And it can range from being stuck, or like I say, a flat tire on pivot, or gearboxes, and usually we try to check them in the mornings, and then we'll get together and we'll get up into certain teams and try and figure them out and get them pulled out, as well as a lot of times it requires the service department from the various companies to help us keep them going. Some of the newer technologies come along is the field, we can actually monitor the pivots from a computer as well as text messaging, and that helps. It'll call you if the pivot is down. We can't necessarily make any changes on it, but it'll monitor it for us and tell us whether it's running or not. And that helps kind of, like we say, kind of plan your day. You can go to the ones that are off first.
So the phone call you had just a while ago, that might have been a pivot saying, I'm off?
It could have been, but it was, that would have been a text message that would have came through. But yeah, they do have the technology that it would call you and say that.
I find that image just to be hilarious, I guess, to be honest with you.
It is. It was kind of a funny thing to start in on, and once you're around it, you just don't know why that technology wasn't there before. Yeah, it is kind of a strange thing. I get kidded about it sometimes. Pivots are calling you, and sometimes they are.